Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing the word and truth with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Akwath out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say shalom, and may you be of the elect. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. All right, this lesson is titled Proverb 27:18, tend to the fig tree. All right, now I'm gonna go into my scriptures here. All right, this is my response video to the beloved elder from New York. I've been watching him actually since before I came into the truth, pretty heavily. He was one of the first channels I came across, so it only made sense to continue. I just figured that was through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim El Shai, saying like, no, I want you to watch this one in particular, and this one, and this, and so on. So I have my particular ones, but nonetheless, the elder Amawan Gabar from New York made a video, and he was talking about tending to the fig tree. Now, through the spirit, like I'm about to make a lesson on that. So here we are. All right, so it's just a response video to that. Now I'm gonna go to Proverbs in my scriptures here. This is Proverb 27 and verse 18. It says, Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. Right? What is this fig tree? The scriptures. Right? This word. Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. Right? And how is that? How is that the case? Because you're constantly dealing in the word. You're constantly in this ministry. All right? You're constantly toiling. You're looking up things. You're looking up words, seeing the meaning of things. Right? You're staying occupied in what? Prophecies. All right? You're keeping well to do. You're not being idle-minded. You're not being of the world. Right? You're staying in the spirit. And that's the whole point. Because you're tending to that fig tree. You're not doing nothing else but tending to this, right? As a matter of fact, there's a word in the world that people use, and they abuse this word to a negative connotation. The word cult, right? If you look up the origin of the word cult, right, it's like meaning it's tending to. Matter of fact, let me see. You're tending to something. All right, so we're going to look up the word cult real quick. What the hell? Cult. Because people use this word in a not so great way, Worship, homage. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty much what it is. And that's exactly what we do. We worship Yahweh Shai Shai. We definitely don't worship idols. And we pay homage to Yahweh Shai. All right? Care, labor, cultivation. All right? Reverence. Originally tended, cultivated. See? To till. That's exactly what we're doing. We're tending to the fig tree. We're tending to the scriptures. All right? So when people are, you're in a cult. Well, it depends on how you look at it, but if you're using it in its original sense, then yes, I'm tending to the scriptures, like a prophet would do when he's given this office. It only makes sense, right? Right. So let's go back to the lesson of Matthew. Of Proverbs 27:18. 27:18, Proverb 27:18, it says, Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. And again, that's because you're constantly dealing in the scriptures. You're constantly toiling, right? You're not occupied in the world, you're occupied in prophecies. This is Matthew 24 and 42 through 47. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Right? And that's plain. That's anybody. If anybody knew a so-called burglar or a thief was going to come into their house, right? They'd be prepared for that, right? But they don't. They da 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 da, go to sleep. Boom. Then they get hit. And this is exactly why you don't invite just anybody and everybody to your fucking home either. If they ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, or they're not immediate family members, like like my mom's and my dad, nope. You ain't a brother? Nope. Maybe I'll let a broad in here. Maybe. That's a hard fucking maybe. Because again, I could think with my little head, but I try to think more of the spirit. If you ain't got the same spirit, nigga, you ain't in my crib, man. I don't want that mix. I don't want mixed energies in my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that since the very beginning. Since I first got my place. But know this, that verse Matthew 24:43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Right? No man knoweth the day nor the hour, except the Father. Right? Yahweh Shai don't even know. Yahweh Shai, when you come back? He don't even know. It's up to Yahweh. You see, so when people like these, especially these small headers, they got a time and a date when Yahweh Shai come, get the fuck out of here. And even then, they say the Messiah. What's the Messiah's name, nigga? You gotta have a name. Who y'all answer to when he come back? Do you know? Do you know who he's supposed to respond to when they show up? You got dignitaries coming out of town. You don't even know who you're supposed to be talking to, who you're supposed to be connecting with. Shut up. You small headers, man. Y'all smoke, man. I can't wait till you fucking rats get exterminated, man. Therefore be you always ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? See that? So when you get this work, just know, hey, you doing the work, but hey, that increase is going to come from Yahweh Shemel Shai. Right? So don't get all upset that you don't know this and know that right away. You're going to know all things. Right? It may be a little in part here and a little part there, but you're going to know these things. I guarantee you this, no fucking regular ass person in the world will be able to get over you on these scriptures. Right? It doesn't matter the little that you do know. You still be able to smash their fucking brains with this information. Right? So it says, verse 45, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Doing what? Keeping to that fig tree. Right? Tending to the fig tree. Occupied in scriptures. Psalm 91. Right? In the secret place of the Most High. Right? Nose down in the Bible, reading, getting this work. Verse 47, verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. See that? And that's all we got to do is put this flesh off for a season, for a little bit. All right. And do the works in the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, endure unto the end, and we straight. We're going to get at all of our heart's desires. But you got to have some discipline and endure unto the end. You must be grounded. You must be rooted heavily in Yahweh Shemel Shai. If you are not, you will be plucked the fuck up, man. You're like a fucking blade of grass in the wind, getting tossed to and fro because you weren't rooted. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. You got to be like moving water, man. You ever been to a pond? You know, let's say a stagnant pond, right? If you don't know what that is, like a pond of water that's not moving, it's just sitting there, just pungent, right? It stinks. It smells like well water or infested water. That's water you don't drink. That's stale, stagnant, poison, bacteria infested cesspool water. You don't drink that. What you do is you listen, you hear a stream nearby, you hear a brook, you hear running water. That's living water. That's the water you drink. That water is always flowing, it's always moving, right? And that's how we supposed to be. We got to be constantly flowing, constantly moving. If you ain't moving in the spirit, you're dead, right? You're not being fed. You're gonna wither up and die spiritually, right? Because if you're not tending to this fig tree, what are you doing? You're tending to the world. It's only one or the other. You can't do both. If you're doing both, then you lukewarm. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, right? Can't nobody steer you other way, right? Unmovable. Again, you like a damn anchor to the bottom of the ocean. And nobody. This vessel is not moving. It's anchored, right? It's unmovable. Always abounding in the work of the Lord. You're doing something. You're reading. You're making lessons. You're watching lessons. You go into the line. You go into class. You're fellowshipping, checking on bros, right? You're doing everything that the elect would do, right? All the things that you would could safely assume would be done in the office of a prophet, a brother, right? Always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. It's not going to be forgotten. The only way it's going to be forgotten is when your ass drop the plow and you turn back into the world, right? Obviously, you weren't part of us if you do that, right? Hey, I don't give a damn what's going on. Salakia, I pray every day, Yahweh Shema Shai, allow me to keep hold of this work, to endure unto the end. I don't give a damn what's going on. Baby mama break bad. And that was man, almost 10, damn near 10 years with this person. She broke bad on me. I'm not gonna leave the truth for you, bitch. Lord said if I keep hold of him, I keep dealing with him, he give me 100-fold. Bitch, I know how to do math. 100. Yeah, 1 or 2. Motherfucker. 2 is better than 1. The hell? Get on. And the scripture said a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. I know I'm not a wicked man. I pray I'm not. And he cleaved that shit away from me. Because I wasn't going to do it. The Lord knows us, man. He knew I wasn't going. I would have endured and dealt with all the bullshit. But I'm glad he gave me the breakdown of what was really going on. Because, I mean, had some ideas. But nonetheless, the Lord gave me the real breakdown. So, no, I don't even want that bitch back in the kingdom. She can stay gone. She can be burnt to a goddamn crisp, nigga. Black powder afterwards. I don't give a damn, And the nigga she broke bad with, double, triple, quadruple, bitch, But I'm not about to. Hey man, I don't give what's going on in the world. Oh, I'm gonna take our child with me. All right, hey man, hey, the firstborn belonged to Yahweh Shem Shai. I did what I could with him. It's up to Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm gonna have to trust Yahweh Shem Shai. What he gonna do with, the little one? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I can do. It's up to Yahweh Shem Shai at the end of the day, no matter what happens to each and every single last one of us. We just pray and keep it moving. Galatians 6:7-10, it says, Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Again, are you reaping in the flesh or are you reaping in the spirit? Right? For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. Why? Because he's tending to that fig tree. He's tending to this fig tree. All right. He's tending to life, the living waters. You see? But if you don't, you sow into this world, right? You turn your back. What that Proverb 26? Let me see real quick. I want to say it's Proverb 26. Yep. Proverb 26 and 11. As a dog returned to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. So a fool, someone that doesn't want to deal with instruction, have some understanding, having wisdom, is going to go back into the world. Okay? They're going to return to folly, the world. Fuck that fig tree. Hell no, that's too much work. I can't do nothing else. I just do mostly that. And that ain't much of a free time, is it? Hey man, when you know what's coming, fucking free time. Free time come afterwards. You know, rest comes afterwards. This is not our rest. You know, y'all was the same way when y'all was in the world. For y'all that still dealing in the world in the street, I'll sleep when I'm dead. How many of y'all said that? I'm gonna be standing on this block. I'm gonna be a block boy till the world blow, and I'll sleep when I'm dead. So how much more so in the spirit, bitch? Do this work. Quit being scared. Pussy ass nigga, come do the work of y'all by Shemel Shai. Man, it actually is not grievous unless you make it grievous, unless you make it a problem. Because if you make it a problem, that means you got a problem with the Lord to begin with. And therefore, yeah, you'll be here for a little bit and then you're gonna be out. Because your heart's not in it. You have no patience. Spirit, verse 9 says, and let us not be weary in well doing. Don't be tired of tending to this fig tree. Right? I'm gonna read that again. Proverb 27:18. Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. How? Because he's constantly dealing. Verse 9, again, Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing. By what? Tending to that fig tree. For what? So that when the master come, we'll be honored. Right? Again, verse 9, Galatians 6 and 9. Let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Endure to the end, and ye shall be saved. Verse 10. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Especially of the household of faith. Revelation 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly. Who is I? Yahweh Shai. And I come quickly, and my reward is with me. What reward? He's going to give those that endure to the end, they're going to have a crown. They're going to receive a crown. Right? Psalms, alms. Right? Palms in the hands. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his work, or according as his work shall be. So you was doing good. You held it down for Yahweh Shai. You did what? You flipped them tokens. You made double. You made triple. You made what? Good. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Ta-da! You got your crown, right? Salvation. You're gonna be a judge, judging the 12 tribes. You have your own kingdom, right? All these good things, right? Then there's those that opposed the scriptures, that opposed and mocked and scoffed the prophets and put off Yahweh Shai, right? Well, they're gonna have their reward as well. It's just not gonna be a reward that they want. They're gonna rather have so-called Santa Claus lump of coal, but instead they're gonna have hot coals all across their ass. Because America is going to be absolutely and utterly destroyed by nuclear fire. 2 Ezra 6 and 43 through 48. And this is a continuation of this Revelation 22 and 12, right? Who we're speaking about. And in the midst of them, all the Israelites, right, that held 10 toes down for Yahweh Shai, right? that endured to the end, going to get them being in order for the ceremony, right? And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh Shai. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. That Son of God will be Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls JC. Right? It is the Son of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast been. See that? You tend to this fig tree, you tend to this word, right? And you endure unto the end with your truth and sincerity, the same shall be saved. But you must tend to this fig tree. You cannot put it off. You put the world off. You don't put off this fig tree. You don't put off the Lord. You put the world off. The world can fucking wait. Right? Matthew 3:2, repent, the kingdom is at hand. Right? The kingdom is way more important. Right? Seek ye first the kingdom. And all these other things in the world be added onto you. But you gotta put the Lord first. All right? So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, and above all. Kwam Yasharallah Shalom.